In this video, I will explain the Florida Country Club scam, 7 sneaky traps the wealthy always avoid. By the end of this video, you will learn how to protect yourself from predatory membership agreements that could cost you hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm Santiago Cueto, board certified international business law expert and best-selling author based right here in Miami, Florida. I've reviewed tons of country club contracts in Florida, and what I've discovered will shock you. Imagine you're touring a beautiful country club in Naples. The amenities are stunning. The golf course is pristine. The membership director tells you it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. You sign the papers feeling like you've made it. Fast forward 6 months, and you're hit with a $25,000 assessment that you never saw coming. You want to resign, then they tell you there's a 3-year waiting period, and you still owe monthly dues while you wait. This isn't a hypothetical situation. This happens every single day in Florida, but the wealthy know how to spot these traps from a mile away. Today, I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what they look for. Let's start with the invisible initiation fee. You see a country club advertising a $50,000 initiation fee. Sounds straightforward, but here's what they don't tell you up front. That $50,000 is just the beginning. Many clubs have something called a capital assessment. This is a separate fee that can range from $10,000 to $30,000, sometimes more. The membership director conveniently forgets to mention this during your initial tour. Wealthy members always ask for the total entry cost in writing. They demand a breakdown of every single fee, initiation fee, capital assessments, processing fees, everything. They know that clubs often bury these costs in fine print, or they mention them casually after you've already fallen in love with the place. All right, but here's what you do. Before you tour any club, email them. Ask for a complete fee schedule. If they don't provide it, that's your first red flag. Walk away immediately. Now, the second trap is the food and beverage minimum. This one catches people off guard more than any other one. You join a country club thinking that you'll use it occasionally. Maybe play golf on the weekends, attend a few events. Then you get your first bill. You owe $300, but you haven't eaten there once. Welcome to the food and beverage minimum. Many Florida country clubs require members to spend a minimum amount at their restaurants and bars every single month. Sometimes it's $200, sometimes it's $500. High-end clubs can require $2,000 monthly. The kicker? You can't roll it over. If you don't spend it, you lose it. You're literally paying for food you're not even eating. If this information is helping you avoid an expensive mistake, hit that like button right now and subscribe to my channel. I expose legal traps just like this every single week. You don't want to miss the next 5 traps. They get even worse. Trap 3 is the social membership upgrade scheme. Clubs lure you in with an affordable social membership. Maybe $15,000 to join, $200 a month. No golf included, but you get access to the pool, fitness center, and social events. It sounds perfect if you're not a golfer. But here's the problem. 6 months in, you decide you want to try golf, or your spouse does. Now you want to upgrade to a full golf membership. But the club tells you that's another $40,000 initiation fee, plus a new capital assessment. You're essentially paying to join twice. Wealthy members never fall for this. They negotiate upgrade terms before signing anything. They get it in writing that if they upgrade within 2 years, they only pay the difference, not a whole new initiation fee. Now, the fourth trap is mandatory assessment obligations. This is where clubs really get you. You've paid your initiation fee. You're paying monthly dues. Everything seems fine. Then the club decides they need a new clubhouse, or they want to renovate the golf course. They send out a letter. Every member must contribute $15,000. This is a special assessment. And according to your membership agreement, it's mandatory. You signed away your right to refuse when you joined. I've seen special assessments range from $5,000 to over $100,000 per member. Wealthy members always review the assessment clause carefully. They look for caps on assessment amounts, and they negotiate limits, again, before joining. Some even negotiate the right to resign without penalty if assessments exceed a certain threshold. All right, trap number 5 is the resignation waiting period. You decide the club isn't for you. Maybe you're relocating. Maybe the costs are too high. You submit your resignation letter, the club thanks you and tells you you're on the waiting list. The waiting list to leave. That's right. Many Florida country clubs have resignation waiting periods that can last 3 to 5 years. During this entire time, you continue paying monthly dues. You continue being liable for special assessments. You're essentially trapped. Wealthy members negotiate their exit before they enter. They ask about the resignation process up front. They get waiting periods reduced or even eliminated. They ensure they can resign immediately if they relocate beyond a certain distance. Now, the sixth trap is the equity membership illusion. The membership director tells you this is an equity club. You're not just a member, you're an owner. When you leave, you get your money back. It sounds amazing, except you don't get your money back. Well, not really. Equity membership typically means you receive a refund only after your membership is resold. In a slow market, that can take years, maybe never. Meanwhile, the club holds your $50,000 deposit with no interest. Some clubs even have what's called a transfer fee. When your membership finally sells, the club takes away 20% off the top. Your $50,000 equity is now worth $40,000, and you waited 4 years for that. Wealthy members understand the difference between refundable and equity. They read the resale terms. They check the club's waiting list. If memberships aren't selling, your equity is worthless. Now, the final trap is the bankruptcy clause. This is the most dangerous one. When you join a country club, you're entering a contract. But what happens if the club files for bankruptcy? You think you're protected because you paid your dues. Well, you're not. In bankruptcy, membership deposits are typically considered unsecured debt. You're at the bottom of the creditor list. The bank gets paid first. Vendors get paid. Then, if there's anything left, members might get pennies on the dollar. I've seen members lose their entire $50,000 initiation fee when a club went under. Wealthy members research the club's financial health before joining. They request financial statements. They ask about debt ratios, and they look at membership retention rates. A club that's losing members is a club in trouble. Now, these 7 traps have cost unsuspecting members millions of dollars across Florida. The difference between the wealthy and everyone else isn't just money, it's information. Now, you have that information. Now, if you found this valuable, smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more insider legal knowledge that protects your wealth. I break down complex legal issues into simple strategies that you can use immediately. I'm Santiago Cueto, your Florida business attorney. Be sure to watch more of my videos right here.